Hello everybody and welcome to the Fall 2016 iPad Triage Day. I'm sure you're wondering what the heck is going on. Well, what we're trying to do is to avoid some headaches and stress. I've had 8 students lose all of their data last week due to a network glitch. I've noticed that more than a few students are risking disaster because of improper or incomplete setup. Now you might have said, I'll get to it later. Well, it's later. And we'll want to avoid an iPad disaster for you because your assignments are due even though you've had a technical glitch. So let's save ourselves some headache and stress for you and for me and for your teachers, and let's make sure everything is set up correctly. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, fire up Notability, and at the bottom left-hand corner you see the little gear icon. Click it, and click on Auto Backup. If you see a blue icon like you see here to the right of Google Drive, then you are set up. Now if you'd like to confirm that, you can click on the blue icon. It should be sending it to the Notability folder in PDF format, and then you see all those subjects, that everything there should be set up. If that's what you have, you're good to go. If not, click on Google Drive, log in. We're going to pause for a second while you do that. Stand by. All right, now let's move on to Google Drive. Go ahead and open up Google Drive. You see I've got mine in the Google. Yes, it's a joke. At the upper left-hand corner, you see the 3 little lines. That's called a hamburger menu. I do not know why. So you click it, and then click on Settings. What we're doing here is making sure that all of your pictures and videos are automatically being backed up to Google Drive from your iPad. I know many of you take shots of homework assignments and whatnot. So this will save you some headaches. Click on Photos, and what you should see are the 2 sliders there. Google Photos folder and Auto Backup should both be turned on. Now I have seen it where the Google Photos folder is grayed out. That's not absolutely mandatory. It is extraordinarily handy though, because it lumps all of your pictures into a single folder. So I don't know at this moment why it's grayed out, but you can always turn it on later. So Google Photos folder on, Auto Backup on. The other settings, original is fine, and then the photo uploads over Wi-Fi or cellular doesn't really matter because these iPads do not have cell phones. So if you would like to check and make sure that things are working, look inside your Google Drive for the folder Google Photos, open it up, and you should see your photos there. One important point is that on your iPad, deleting a photo after it's been uploaded to Google Photos does not delete it from your Google Drive. One more time. After the photo's been uploaded to Google Drive, if you delete the original from your iPad, it is still up on Google Drive. So use this to save some room on your iPad. Take your photos, get them uploaded, or make sure they're uploaded, and then delete them from your iPad. You should never, ever run out of room that way. All right, stand by while we let everybody catch up. And now for the tricky one, iCloud. Now this is going to be the most complicated one, so I really need everybody to pay attention. The reason for this is to, number one, make sure Find My iPad works. I have had several people lose their iPads and they had not set things up. This is also going to make sure that I can restore your data in case of a network glitch. I have had students lose all their data because their backup wasn't working. So let's get started. Go to the Setup app and click on iCloud, and you should see your name and your MDS email address. If you have used a personal or family email address for your iCloud, right now I want you to go to the bottom and click sign out, and log into your Mountain to Sales email address. If you never set up a Mountain to Sales email address iCloud, stand by. The reason for doing this is to keep your school stuff separate from your personal stuff. You really do want to do that. It makes life so much easier and saves you a bunch of headaches. All right, you've got several possibilities here. One is that your name and Mountain to Sales email address is here. If that is true for you, scroll down a little bit and make sure Find My iPad is on and Backup is on. Now I'm backing mine up to a laptop, but I do want you to have that on, and then right below that it should have an indication of when the last backup happened. If it says never, click backup right now and get it backing up. On the other hand, up at the top, you may see your name and email address, but up here it may say unverified. If it says unverified, that means you never clicked the link in the email that Apple sent you when you first sent it. So what I want you to do is to follow these instructions. Now, I just did a Google search, how to resend iCloud verification email, and you see it there. You are probably going to have to do this on a desktop or laptop. So go ahead and take care of this. You do need to resend the verification email, and you do need to click on it and follow the instructions in the email. That is only if you have unverified sitting right here. If you have nothing sitting right here, meaning you never set it up, there's two possibilities here. Either you never just signed in, but the iCloud account does exist, or you never set up the account at all. If the first of those is true, you just never set it up here, go ahead and log in. If you've forgotten your password, it should be your same as your Moodle password, or if your Moodle password is missing a number, add 1871 to the end of it. If you have forgotten your password, then go ahead and click the Forgot Password link and check your email and do the dance to reset your password. Your password should be Moodle or Moodle 1871. If you have used both of those in the last year, then do Moodle 1871. That just makes it easy. If you have never set up iCloud on your Mountain to Sales email address, shame on you. It's time to get cracking. There is an article on the tech site, and it will walk you through all the steps to make sure that happens. Okay, we're going to stand by, and then I've got one more thing I want to mention before we're done. And last but not least, let's talk about some privacy settings. These are settings I would just want to make sure that you have set. Some things are mandatory. Some things, we really need to be more private than they want us to be. They meaning Apple and the advertisers. So open up the Settings app, click on Privacy. First thing we're going to check is Location Services. Now, Location Services must be turned on. That's so Find My iPad will work. Share My Location. I leave it on, turn it off. That's strictly your option on how private you want to be. You click on the bottom of the list. Advertising, limit ad tracking should be turned on there, like that. And diagnostics and usage, those should be grayed out, don't send. All right, going back to this main privacy screen, click on Location Services again, and scroll all the way to the bottom where it says System Services. These are the settings that I recommend. Now, the mandatory one, Find My iPad, is mandatorily turned on. I would strongly suggest allow setting time zone. Compass calibration, I think, is just kind of cool, but definitely turn off HomeKit, location-based alerts, ads, and suggestions. And I turn share my location off. So product improvement down there, I leave routing and traffic on just because I feel like being nice, but popular near me and diagnostics and usage, turn those off. So these are the suggested settings. So I'm going to leave it here on the screen for about another 5 seconds. Teachers, if you'll hit pause if need be, or somebody take a picture of it. And with that, we are done.